Ah, it's alright. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review of these. So I was walking around the local 4-wheel-drive supercenter in Mildura that's just opened a couple of days ago. As you see, not in my normal location, currently in Mildura after our trip, coming back. So found these. They were $80 for two, so about 40 bucks each. They're 1080p, says 1080p waterproof up to 30 meters, 1080p at 30 frames per second. Thought for 80 bucks, we'll grab them, check them out, and see how they go. So what I'll do is I'll do a quick unboxing, show you what we get. I'll unbox one, show you what we get, and show you the quality of them, and then we'll might do a quick comparison against the GoPro Hero 10. So that's what I normally use to record my videos at. But I record at 5K, 1080p. So we'll see how the two cameras stack up and go from there. So this is the box it comes in, standard King's packaging, a little bit informative. So show you what we get in the box here. So get the action camera as well. So it looks like the old school sort of GoPro, where you use this you flick that across to open it. And then you get the camera itself with the waterproof housing. So this isn't actually waterproof by itself, unlike the GoPro. You actually have to use the housing for it to be waterproof. Stick that up there. It does actually have the same mounting as a GoPro. I did test that before. It does mount on GoPro mounts, so don't know how well you trust it being the price it is, but we'll see how it goes, see how it holds off, if it's any decent quality. Can always replace it with a proper GoPro one anyway, as it uses the same GoPro fingers there. For mounts, looks like we get a let me get this thing open. Probably would have been easy to open the normal way. So it's similar to a GoPro mount. This actually has a 1/4" thread on it as well as adhesive backing. So there's that one. There's a couple of these extension arms, another sort of J-hook style mount, another sticky mount which doesn't have the 1/4" thread in it, and you get a USB cable, and these are only USB-A to micro USB. They're no USB-C or anything, but it's alright for the price. Guess it's not a bad deal, especially with the amount of mounts that you get. So come in here, peel off the cover on that one. I'll peel off the cover of that one. So what I'll do is I'll show you. I'll go inside and I'll show you through the menu and stuff and turning it on. It'll be a bit easier inside rather than trying to do it on the bike here, but we'll do that now, and then we'll get on to doing a comparison between the GoPro Hero 10 and the King's adventure camera. Alright, so checking this King's one out nice and close. So like I said, this is your camera in the housing with the older style GoPro flick lock system, and that's your camera itself. I'll take this plastic off it, and then it's got plastic on the back here. Take that off as well. And also you've got plastic on the front of this one. So housing, just your typical housing. Yeah, nothing too special. It's got your waterproof switches on the side and on the top, and then it just holds it in there. Like I said, it's got the same GoPro mounts on the bottom and the GoPro fingers for any GoPro mount. Have a look at the camera itself. So it doesn't weigh too much at all. It's fairly light and doesn't feel the greatest quality, but at the front you've just got the on-off power button, which is also the mode button. It goes between video mode, looping mode and pictures. Looking on the sides here, we've got a HDMI out, micro USB charging port and a micro SD card slot. On the back you've got your screen. Turn this on quickly. There we go. So, screen is very low quality. It's not very many pixels at all, but it does the job. On this side, you've got your menu up and down buttons there. So I'll have a quick, on the bottom you also do have this battery slot. You can't buy replacement batteries for them, but you can take the battery out. You just need a screwdriver to stick in that slot and pick it out. So I'll quickly grab an SD card, stick it in there, and we'll go through the memory, the menu options. Alright, so I'm having to use my GoPro to record this, because my little tripod that I got is won't hold my big camera. So I hope there's not too much reflection on here. Let's try and get it. Yeah, so I don't get so much reflection. Alright. So menu options here. So you've got resolution, hit OK on the top. So it selects these two. Go down, resolution. So there are your three options. You got 1080p, 30 frames, 720 60 or 720 30. So yeah, click OK. Video quality, super fine, fine or normal. Always want that on super fine. Auto white balance, and then your date stamp. You can select on or off, or select off. Head back to the top. Click across, so you have your beeps on or off, your volume and voice recording on and off. We'll leave it as is. Power save, screensaver, screen rotation, and your date and time setup, which I'm not really going to worry about setting up yet. And then push this one to go back, and that gets you back to the screen. So in here, doesn't really show you too much, it just shows you your time, your for your recording, what you're recording in, 1080p, guessing that might be white balance or something, and what mode you're in. So like I said, you've got your mode button here, click that. So now it's in loop recording if you want to use it as a dash cam, or then you've got pictures, so you can take photos as well with the camera. And then you push it one more time and you get back to a loop video photos, that's playback mode. And then you get back to your video camera. So there's not too many options there that you get. And like I said, have a look at the box here. So dimensions, it's pretty small, waterproof up to 30 meters. So it's got a 900 milliamp removable rechargeable lithium ion battery. Supports micro SD cards up to says 2048 gigabyte, but I have a yeah, so 2048 gigabyte, which is fairly big, and I've got, yeah, I think I've got a 16 in there at the moment. Full HD recording, 1920 by 1080 at 30, and HDMI output, micro USB input, and it doesn't really tell you much else on the box. So what I'll do is I'll chuck some footage in here and of the GoPro inside, recording outside in the in the sunlight, and we'll compare those two. So for a fair comparison, this is the GoPro Hero 10 on 1080p 30 frames per second in wide mode with no stabilization, and the Adventure King's camera in its standard mode 30 frames a second also doesn't have any stabilization. So having a look at the picture quality here, I'll just get closer to the tree. And moving around a bit, and then just walking. Coming into shadows. See how it goes in the dark and the light. So this video here is with the same settings again, but the stabilization on the GoPro Hero 10 turned on. This is just walking and then looking up at the tree, walking backwards. Then this one here is the GoPro on 5.7K standard stabilization on the wide mode, and the Adventure King still at the high setting of 30 frames per second 1080p. So walking down the road again, we'll have a look how we go walking. And then we'll have a look at going into the shadows again, see how the difference between the two settings are, looking through the trees. So there we go. All these tests are done with the GoPro and the King's cameras out of their housings. No housings are on the cameras at this stage. As you can see here, when I'm riding around, I've mounted it facing me here, and as you can tell, the highlights, it's just way blown out. You can tell the sky there is just completely washed out, behind me is completely washed out, and even the white balance is off. It's a fairly blue color. When I had it mounted on my top box facing back, it was very rough. Yeah. The camera does struggle. It definitely isn't something you would use if you're going to post videos on YouTube. It might be okay for using it as a dash cam or something like that, maybe giving your kids for Christmas, but definitely not something I'd recommend for the adventure rider. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video, and I hope it made your decision not to buy one of these cameras easy. Alright, thanks for that. We'll see you in the next video.